We're giving the lawn a spring spruce up today on Pots and Trowels, and that's brought to you with the support of Cobra Garden and King Seeds. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, it's that time of the year when we need to start and give the lawn just a little bit of attention. It's the second week in March now, so hopefully the worst of the weather is behind us and the grass is starting to grow. In fact, it's been growing now for a couple of weeks. It's just been so wet to get on it, but at the moment it's firm enough, so I'm going to give it its first cut of the season. That's quite important, and ideally you want to do that before it does get too long, because if you then suddenly cut it short, it puts it into a bit of a shock mode. So all I want to do today is just tidy it up a little bit, give it the first light topping, and then it will gradually grow as the temperatures warm up. And I'm not going to do it with a rake, but the rake plays an important part in this procedure because this is the first cut since late last autumn. So we've been walking on it when we've been pruning and tidying through the borders. It's got flattened by the winter weather, and bits of rubbish accumulate on it, leaves and things like that. So the reason I'm using a wire rake is twofold. Firstly, it will gather any rubbish that's on there, and ours isn't too bad, but more importantly, where the grass is flat, it lifts it up. And for that first cut, it's quite important that we just lift it up a little bit. So we're not raking it to take out weeds or moss particularly, but just by showing you that action, it makes the grass stand on end so that when we take the cut across it, it's cutting the top off that new growth rather than it laying flat and getting all matted. So what I'm going to do is just go over the lawn very quickly, just almost combing it to raise the flat grass. So now I've raked the grass to make it stand on end, we can do the mowing. And what I'm going to do is do it with the collector on. Very often in the summer I use the mulch attachment, so that chops it up finely and blows it down. But at this time of the year it won't rot down quickly, and we want to get rid of that top bit of growth and any leaves on there. So I've got the grass box on there to collect it. And then the other thing is we want to just lift the height of cut. So that's where it would have been when I was mowing last year, but I just want to lift it up a little bit so that we've got a bit of gap underneath it, so we're not scalping it. We are literally on this cut just taking the top off, and that encourages it to bush out from the base, and then in a week or two's time we can do it again. And then if you want to go a little bit lower, you can gradually do it, but I don't like it too short anyway. So it's just basically going over the whole lawn just to give it a bit of a tidy up. So there you go. As you can see, it's now just been lightly topped. It instantly makes it look so much better, that first cut of the season. But what it does, as I said earlier, it encourages that lovely new growth from the base. So you've got a nice thick lawn. And what we need to do now, moving forward in the next couple of weeks as it grows, just keep topping it little and often, and you'll get a really lush, thick lawn through the summer. And of course, we've got the first of the grass cuttings here that we can now put onto the compost heap with weeds and leaves that we're raking up when we clear the borders. So that'll get the compost heap started. One more thing just to finish off that I like to do when we're getting the borders ready, because we're going through the borders, weeding and forking them over and putting some compost on as a mulch. But just to finish the edge, it's a good idea just to get your long arm shears out and just give it a bit of a trim. And again, if you do this little and often, it makes it so much easier. So it is literally, we're just going to take off that little bit of growth with that scissor action like that. So you can do this quite quickly. Jill is amazing at this. This is usually her job. I'm not very often allowed to do this. But just tootle along like that, and it just smartens up that edge. So You can soon get round the lawn doing it that way. Now what we need to do then, of course, is to just clear that off. So you can just pretty much pick that up very, very quickly. And I'm going to do that in a minute, because what I want to show, the other thing it's worth doing, just this once at the beginning of the season. We don't have to do it anymore as the season goes on, but use what we call a half moon or a lawn edging iron. And I'm just going to go along, and it's just really just to make sure that we've got a nice smooth vertical edge. So I'm not really cutting anything off. It's almost polishing it with the back of this flat blade here, so you get a nice smooth edge, and just flick it away and just push that up as we go. And you can see that already that we've got that nice smooth edge there. That will dry in the sun as the ground moisture dries up, and then it basically means that when you come to edge with your long arm shears next time and right the way through the summer, you've got a nice straight edge to go to. So it's worth that little bit of effort to get your lawn in good condition so it'll look good right the way through the rest of the summer. So I've done this little bit. Jill, do you want to take over now?
Will do.
Will do. Okay, we'll see you next week. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels. Remember, all the videos and our weekly podcasts, you can find them on YouTube, where you can subscribe for free. We'll be back again in the garden next week doing some practical jobs, so we'll see you then. Bye.